Welcome back. It is Sunday, May 26th in the MLB, and my four favorite picks are on the way. What's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot. Me, just once again, holding it down. Austin's still on vacation. But yesterday, let's dive into a quick recap of yesterday. I would say I held it down pretty well. A 4-1 in one day in there, making 3 units back. You'll have to see that. Let's talk about the picks. We did have a push in there. We had the hit parlay, the Yelich and Seager hit parlay. That one cashed. I won't have a hit parlay today on weekend baseball because weekend lineups and weekend baseball in general sometimes can be weird, especially on Sunday. Tread lightly, my friends. Pirates, team total over. Cash that one. Oh, man, I thought the Pirates were going to hook us, especially after the weather delay. Shout out Pittsburgh Pirates for cashing that team total for us. We had the Giants and Mets, no-run first inning. Oh, man, what a sweat. The leadoff double always is usually the nerfy killer, but Hicks was surgical in that bottom of the first inning. Then we had the Guardians on the money line, staying up late to watch that one. Oh my gosh, when I saw the 3-run home run, I'm like, oh man. But luckily the Guardians did pull that one out 4-3. Not a whole lot of scoring in that one. And then our one loss was only a half unit play. It was the bases parlay. Yelich hit his bases. Seager only had one base. That was kind of unfortunate. I still like the half unit sprinkle we had on that one. And then our push of the day, so frustrating. Could have been a 5-1 day. We had the Royals' first 5 money line. Yeah, I could have picked them full game. They ended up winning that game, but they should have won the first 5 money line too. Freaking Singer turns around, throws the ball, trying to pick off the guy on second. He throws the ball into the outfield. That puts the guy on third. Base hit, or a sacrifice gets him home, and they tie it in the first 5. So we get our money back on a push, but I wanted more. That's okay. We're going to move on to today's picks. And again, it's Sunday baseball. So I always want to mention, tread lightly. Weird stuff happens on Sundays. It's actually probably the hardest day of the week to bet baseball. So again, don't empty your bankroll on these, but hopefully we can navigate this slate and make some money. I have 4 picks, as I mentioned. And let's dive right into it. We got the Reds on the plus 1.5 run line, plus 105 odds on BetMGM. That's the first pick. And then my second pick actually comes in this game too as well. I like the Reds on the money line, and I'm putting a half unit sprinkle on this one. Look, way I bet baseball, if you're going to bet the plus 1.5 run line, especially at plus value, that's good and all. But don't you want to take a little bit of a shot, a little bit of risk on the money line, especially when you're giving me plus 180? I'll go ahead and do that. So I do like the run line and the money line, as I mentioned. I'll put them up on the screen again if you're just scrolling through. 1.5 and the money line. But the money line, I'm only putting a half unit on that one. So let's talk about this one and why I do like the Reds today. It's an early start time for a showdown in Great American Ballpark. So if you're going to go ahead and tail me, again, get this bet placed because it's starting at noon Eastern time. Dodgers on a 4-game losing streak, and there's value on the Reds to go for the sweep today. I really do like them. Anytime you're getting plus a value on a plus 1.5 home team run line, the value just kind of speaks for itself. Also, it is getaway day for the Dodgers, who play in Queens tomorrow. They go on the road and play the Mets tomorrow. The Reds get to stay at home tomorrow against the Cardinals. So you look at the schedule. I think the Reds come out today. I think they come out inspired, wanting to sweep the Dodgers. My question is, who does this game mean more to? It's always going to be the hunter hunting the Dodgers, right? I like the Reds today a lot. And let's talk about who's starting for the Reds today. It's Brent Suter. Starts for the Reds, 4.13 ERA and a 1.31 whip. I'm not going to dive into Suter a lot. Why? Because he's just going to serve as an opener. Last time, he actually faced the Dodgers twice. Went 1 innings pitched, 1 earned run versus the Dodgers 2 days ago. 2/3 innings pitched, 0 earned runs versus the Dodgers back in LA when they matched up. It's kind of weird. The Reds are going with a bullpen game, and they already won with a bullpen game 2 days ago and in game 1 of the series in LA. I think they're well equipped to win this game, and I think they're well equipped to keep this within the 1.5 runs that we need to cash the run line in this one. Bullpen games, while on paper they're not sexy, everyone wants to think starting pitcher versus starting pitcher. They're not always a bad thing because the hitters get a new looks each at bat. It's really tough to face a new pitcher each time you come to the plate. And that's what the Dodgers are going to be seeing today from the Reds bullpen. And during this losing streak, I have to mention the Dodgers are only hitting .211 during their 4-game losing streak. Also, they're 5 for 39 with runners in scoring position during this losing streak. That's only a 128 batting average. The way I look at this one is, why would you lay massive value or massive odds with the Dodgers today, just hoping and praying that they don't get swept? I'm not in the business of hoping and praying. I sense momentum. You sense the hot team. The Reds have it all on a plate for you today. Go and take it against an ice cold Dodgers team. I think they get it. I think they get it against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's starting for the Dodgers today. 3.17 ERA and a 1.06 WHIP for Yamamoto. In his most recent start, he went on the road in San Francisco, gave up 4 earned runs on 5 hits. I think this Reds team can get to him today. Now, he is tough on lefties. I have to mention that. And the Reds do have several left-handed bats in there that they probably will be in the lineup today, only allowing a 189 batting average to lefties. But the righties in the Reds order can still have some success because he is allowing a 260 batting average to right-handed batters. The way I look at this one, I think the Reds bats definitely show up against Yamamoto. He's allowing a 282 batting average with runners in scoring position. The Reds love to steal. They love to get themselves into scoring position. They're a very aggressive team. Kind of reminded me of last year's team a little bit, just with the aggressiveness. 250 batting average allowed with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, something I talked about a lot yesterday. Yamamoto, more often than not, I don't see him straining that guy today. I think the Reds do get some hits and runs up on him. And we look at this Reds lineup. You got Steer, Fraley, Stevenson. Hopefully all those guys are in there. Again, Sundays when the lineups can get weird. But I still think they keep the pressure on Yoshi today. And they remind me a lot when they finally have Fraley back in this lineup. They remind me a lot of last year's Reds when they were a wagon. People love to back them. Steer's obviously hitting well. This Reds team is starting to come on. And I want to back them when they're hot, and I want to fade the Dodgers when they're ice cold. I see this being a tight game where the Reds offense kind of squeaks out some late game magic. Give me the Reds on the plus 1.5 run line and a sprinkle on the money line. I really do like the value we're getting there. Now let's go to our next pick. We're heading to Tampa Bay. I'm taking the Rays team total over 3.5, minus 128 odds on FanDuel. A little bit juicier than I normally like to lay on a team total. But I think this one's a really solid bet to make. I actually do lean the Rays on the money line, but I won't take that bet today out of respect for the Royals and how hard they play. I mean, the Royals are red hot. Like, don't fade the team that's red hot, because you saw yesterday, I kind of thought the Rays were going to win that game. They had every chance to, but in extra innings, the Royals just wanted it more, and they got the timely hitting in extra innings. The Rays offense, why I'm backing them today, they showed signs of life in that comeback against Singer and the Royals bullpen yesterday. Again, they tied it up through 5. Pretty annoying. But they face a former Rays pitcher in Michael Wacha today. Wacha did have a brief stint in Tampa Bay. Wacha starts for the Rays, 4.45 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP. He's allowed a home run in 2 straight games, which, again, this Rays team knows how to hit homers. They can definitely hit for power, especially in the Trop. Wacha's getting touched up by lefties. 243 batting average to right-handed batters versus a 284 to left-handed batters. The reason I like that is because this Rays lineup, I don't know what the lineup's going to look like, but they can use more of their lefty platoon that they've been going to a lot this year with Palacios, Brandon Lau, and Aranda as part of that lefty platoon. Those are all pretty solid hitters, and I think they actually get to Wacha today. Wacha's allowing a 289 batting average with runners in scoring position, a 320 in that clutch stat, 320 batting average allowed with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Rays, are you going to get the timely hits today? Are you going to turn the offense completely around? Yesterday, I kind of saw some signs of life from that. The Rays also are an aggressive team on the bases when they want to jumpstart that offense. They just kind of, like I was mentioning about the Reds, the Rays love to steal too. If they get a guy on first, they're going to try to steal on Michael Wacha. And to avoid the sweep at home today, I think this I think this Rays team comes out very aggressive against Michael Wacha and even that Royals bullpen that will follow. Kansas City's bullpen has still shown vulnerabilities. They're 18th in bullpen ERA. There still should be chances against this Royals bullpen. I think they get 3 runs probably on Wacha, and then maybe only needing one run or so in the late game portion. I do really like the Rays team total over 3.5. I think that number is still kind of too low given the fact that I just think the Rays are in a turnaround mode. Obviously, I don't really care if they win this game. Royals can beat them 8-4 for all I care. But I think the Rays come out and play really competitive. I do like them to go over that team total. But that will lead us into our last pick. Hold on. You guys know what time it is. No words. Just let the rock music flow through your veins. Yesterday, I was so damn hype watching that Giants game, watching that guy get stranded, watching Lindor get the leadoff double and getting stranded. You don't get to cross the plate, especially not in the first inning portion. But today, we are going to Sunday Night Baseball. We are going to the Cubs and Cardinals game, and we're taking the no-run first inning Nerfy bet. Minus 125 odds on FanDuel is your best value. Now, again, we don't like to play like crazy juice Nerfies. There are some actually decent Nerfies on the slate if you look up and down it. This one was my favorite by far, though, and it does go on to Sunday Night Baseball. So we get to wait all day long to see how our Nerfie does finish out. But let's talk about this one. We got Sonny Gray starting for the Cardinals. Gray, 7-1 on Nerfies. He faces a Cubs team that can score in the first inning. They're 9th in first inning runs. But Sonny Gray is a really, really tough pitcher to face first time through the order. He's got a crazy good pitch arsenal, and he's actually only allowing a 167 batting average with runners in scoring position. That's a stat we need to look more into, in my opinion, with the Nerfy bet. Because if you're gonna get the leadoff double, are you able to strand that guy? Hicks was able to strand him yesterday. Sonny Gray, I think, will be able to do that today, even if he does allow some base runners. And then on the other side, we need a last 3 outs from Javier Assad. He's starting for the Cubs. Assad, 7-3 on Nerfies. So pretty solid record for Assad as well. He's faced some really tough offenses in there too. I will mention that. The Cardinals, 24th in first inning runs. Now, is this the toughest offense he'll face? Probably not. He also, the thing I love the most about Javier Assad, I mentioned how good Sonny Gray is with runners in scoring position. Javier Assad is even better, only allowing a .071 batting average with runners in scoring position. I think both these two starting pitchers are really solid. I think both these offenses are offenses I will happily take a Nerfy against. Give me the Cubs and Cardinals. No run first inning to cap off our Sunday card. It all hinges on Sunday Night Baseball. We'll see how we're doing throughout the day games, but I do really like that as my final pick. Let's do a quick little recap of the card today. We got Reds plus 1.5. We also have a half unit sprinkle on the Reds money line. We got the Rays team total over 3.5. And then we have that Cubs Cardinals no run first inning. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully we close out this weekend winning some more money. Let's continue that momentum that we had yesterday, and I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.